Hello and welcome to this video. Here we are going to deal with the number one cause for rejections. What can it be? Let us remember one thing. The interviewer is there to select you. He wants to select you. He wouldn't be there at all if he were to reject everyone. However, he would reject if we give him solid reasons to do that. Now, what can be the most solid reason for rejection? Let me tell you, it is a hint of negativity, a negative attitude. Now, how does the interviewer know that you have a negative attitude? He knows through your communication. If you come out with something which is negative about yourself, about your boss, about your organization, your colleagues, or even life in general, even your family or the world, if you betray even a touch of negativity, chances are the interviewer would not take it positively. The important point is to apply adequate thought and training, because even positive people can sometimes be caught on the wrong foot. There are specifically designed traps to catch you on the wrong foot. For example, the typical question, tell me something about your strengths and weaknesses. Now, what does that mean? The strength part is easy. There is no dearth of positives. And you can tell them about your skills, about your qualification, about your inline experience, your proven track record, and how there is a fit. But what can you say about negatives? Suppose you were to say, I have a difficulty in concentrating upon my goal, or I have a difficulty in carrying people along. Will that be okay? Of course not. What you have to say is something which is not that negative, or which can be alternately interpreted as positive. Something like, you are a perfectionist, or you try too hard, or you might be losing balance in order to achieve certain goal, that you ignore other priorities of your life once you are set on a particular thing. Please remember that there are certain quirks or courtesies of the interview. You cannot just say something negative about anyone. If they ask you about your boss, tell me something about your boss and his strong and weak points. Now, strong points, no problem, but weak points, how can you talk about weak points of your boss? Can you say that he was a rude person, that he didn't used to carry the team along? Oh no, you cannot say that. And the bad point is, even if he was, you still cannot say it. Just some of the idiosyncrasies of the interview. A positive attitude is your outlook to view everything positively, events, people, and yourself, and to make a positive difference in whatever situation you find yourself in. So please remember never to be negative. Now, the traps are, one is about the strengths and weaknesses, and it can come in several other forms. We'll deal with that in the next video, but just a couple of examples here. Why should we reject you? If they ask you that, what do you say? You cannot give him a reason for rejection. So you will skirt the issue diplomatically. Remember, diplomacy is the key when you are handling these negative alert questions. So if they ask you, why should they reject you? You can say, well, you can reject me if you get somebody better. Now, diplomatically, you have directed the question elsewhere. If they ask you, will you lie for the organization? Now, if you admit to lying, it brings you out as a liar, which is not a positive quality. Therefore, you have to ignore this and say something like, I'll not do anything which can compromise myself or my organization. And if they press you too hard to give a yes or no answer, you always have to stick to your integrity and positivity. We'll deal with more examples of this in the next video. Until then, thank you.